Why I say Levi's strike back? If you go back to 2023, when Levi's celebrated the 150th anniversary, one of the things they do to celebrate that was the release of 501s made of Selvedge denim, with an imprint in the Selvedge itself, in the age, the 150, in relation to celebrating that. This Selvedge was made in China. Since then, are continuously releasing edition of Selvedge denim made in China. But these are any good? Can we compare with the Japanese or the American-made Selvedge? I think yes. I think are really good quality. But before to say anything, please listen to me. First, we need to analyze how we objectively assess the quality of any garment, any cloth, any product made of cotton. In this case, if we focus on the Selvedge denim, we need to look in four characteristics. First one, the cotton they use. If we go to Japan, most of the cotton they use is coming from Zimbabwe. There are other origin, but usually it's Zimbabwean cotton, which is long staple cotton. The Chinese is one of the big producers of cotton in the world and has the three styles of cotton, or three types of cotton that you can harvest it. First one, extra long staple that is used usually in luxurious clothing, put aside. Short staple, which is not really good to produce a good threads of cotton to weave fabric, and that is cheap and usually used in fast fashion, because the durability and the characteristic of this cotton don't produce good quality garments, and of course the price is very low. Then you can see this if you go to see a t-shirt or denim in Primark or in Zara, on all of these fast fashion producers. The Chinese also produce long staple, and the long staple is good enough to produce good quality garment, but not has that luxurious characteristic that made the difference with the extra long staple. Let's stop there. This long staple is very good to produce denim. Then one of the characteristics that mark this is the characteristic of the cotton. We had a really good characteristic. Second, how is weaving? Usually when we talk in Selvedge, the Selvedge itself need to be produced in shuttle looms. The Japanese own all shuttle looms that keep recycling and keep giving maintenance in order to use the same, because what they want to achieve is the characteristic of the denim made back at the beginning of the 20th century. And this denim usually has a lot of imperfections, is rugged, is sometimes has slubiness, and that are the main goal of the Japanese production. On the other hand, the Chinese, they own all shuttle looms, and also they build new shuttle looms with improvement of that technology. But that improvement was success to make is what we call a flat denim, or without character. This denim without character is don't see as desirable as the Japanese one or the American that produce using all shuttle looms. But is Selvedge. If the cloth is produced with good cotton, the characteristic of the denim is going to be good. Now let's talking about what is the make desirable a denim or not is precisely the shape of the denim or the fit of the denim. Levi's own the patterns of the 501. That is undeniable. And the four is the construction itself. I can assure you that the construction is excellent. It's really, really good quality, which I understand something that we can compare with the Japanese. But we're gonna go through that when you go inside and go through the construction and the characteristics and compare with a Japanese made 501, they belong to the LBC line. And also the other element that could impact in this, and the fading, the characteristic of the fading, is the type of indigo they use. Most of the indigo they use in China is synthetic indigo, a difference to the Japanese. They use sometimes natural with a mix of synthetic. With the colors are completely different, and the fade itself sometimes could be a little bit different. But still has the characteristic of being resilience, and the fading when it's happened in the continuous uses is very similar. Then we have this kind of product that has really good qualities and that break a little bit the thought that China produce low quality denim. If we're talking about the other brand that produce really good jeans, is Bronson, MAF. MFG is another brand. I was wearing this and really a good quality. Then let's go inside, let's go to the characteristic of this Levi's Selvedge made in China, and let's compare with 501 1947 made in China. See you inside. Okay, these are the 501 from different places, and let's start with this. These are made in China, these are made in China, and these are Japanese 1947 reproduction from the LBC line. We're going to compare this later and see what are the difference, and let's put one over the other to see how much is different in the patterns of the jeans. Let's talk about first of this. This is brand new, has one wash. Yeah, this is one wash. I bought this 2 weeks ago in jeansstore.com, and this is from 1 year ago. 1 year ago, this is unwashed. This is washed. This is unwashed. I was wearing this all this year to see how this evolved and how was the quality of this. We already talking about what make a good quality denim, and then let's go to the characteristics from this. This has 1 year, has the red tab, the quad form. You can see here the patch is a leather patch, looks like goat. It's no cow, it's no synthetic, but it's leather patch. It has simple stitches, has iron buttons, iron buttons, 501. This has 4 small and 1 big, button. Let's turn around. The seal selvage here is red as supposed to be by Levi's. Chain stitch in the edge. Not all the Levi's 501 has chain stitch in the bottom. Not all of them. There is some series that only has simple stitching, but in this case is chain stitch. This is the color, and it start to fading. This has only one wash in 1 year. Only one wash, despite a use regularly, is 13 ounce, 12.7 I think, 13 ounce, and is quite comfortable and good denim. If we go, it has no bar tacking here, no bar tacking. You can see there is no bar tacking, simply, but there's no problem. In the loop belts has bar tacking, has the construction of the button, has this, has in the pocket selvage, let's see inside. Let's see inside how. Look at the denim, how it's evolving. This got a really good potential fade, really good. It's holding really well. This is 3434. Okay, it's 3434. Here, construction has no selvage in the fly. Okay, it's no selvage. As you see here, has the buttons. The buttons are metal iron. Okay, has the label here of Levi'S. This is the simple stitch. This simple stitch, chain stitch here, chain stitch. It's a really good construction. Overlocked the edge with more chain stitch. You can see here. Okay. And the pockets are not very deep, but deep enough. This is 100% cotton, but it's quite thin. You see the pockets itself. The labels or the production, there is no rivets in the back pocket, just there is bar tacking. There is chain stitch, the construction, chain stitch. Construction is really good. It's really good. It's simple construction. It's a lightweight denim. It's not heavy denim. Some indigo is bleeding inside. You can see here. And most that is what it is. It's a simple denim. Simple denim. But look at the fade here. It starts to showing some fading. The fading. So far, so good. Are holding really well. If we go to the this one is yeah, this one. These are the 1947 edition from Levi'S, made in Japan. You see the XX is different. It has exactly the same. If we compare, it's nicer level, the nicer patch of the 1947 Japanese. Let's see what's the difference. This is a little bit heavier. The denim is a little bit heavier. I think 13 ounce. It's a little bit heavier, but it's 3434 already shrink, and from shrinkage has the length that I need. I have a shrink 2 inches. Then it's now 32. Initially was 3634. The pockets are exactly the same. Characteristics of the pockets are very similar. Construction wise is iron buttons. Iron buttons. You see the iron buttons. There is no bar tacking in the fly, but you sometimes used to have this. It has, because it's 1947, has the rivets, hidden rivets, and the construction exactly the same. Is exactly the same. We have the chain stitch, the simple stitch here, the bar tacking on the belt loops. This has not seen much use, really. I need to be realistic. Chain stitch on the hem. The construction, simple construction again. Chain stitch here. No, it's not chain stitch. This has chain stitch. This has simple stitch. It's really simple stitch, no more than that, which give a point to this. And again, chain stitch and interlock, overlocking. Okay, that is more or less. If we see inside, if we compare inside the characteristic of denim, you see the difference of the dyeing, the indigo. You see the difference. It's darker here. It's more go through rather than this. This has been soaked, never was washed really, but the characteristic itself, the overlocking process looks nicer in the Japanese rather than in the Chinese version. But he has here only just chain stitch once, and here has two chain stitch and simple stitch. That gives some kind of reinforcement. But in terms of the quality, again, I say these are better quality. The Japanese are better quality because it's a heavier denim. Our heavier denim is look steep in terms of constructions. The difference are minimal. Now let's point one over the other to see what's difference in the pattern of the denim itself. This is the 1947. Yeah? 1947. Okay, and let's put over the 1947 the Chinese version of 501 from the premium line. This is LBC and this is premium. Let's see the difference. Let's see the difference. Okay. Realistically, I can say it's the same pattern. The same pattern. Of course, this is after the shrinkage. Okay, the 1947 is very similar, which are different to the sugarcane 1947. The sugarcane 1947 are roomier than the Japanese, but I can say nothing that these jeans are bad quality. For what you pay, we're talking about we are paying for this. Last year I paid 85 pounds on sale, and these new ones I pay 110 pounds. The Selvedge premium line, Selvedge premium line, and 34 because this, the thing is of this is another characteristic is our press shrunk or sanforized denim. You've seen another thing that I was telling you about the difference between the webbing of the shuttle looms, the way in the construction. Look at this difference. Really, this is the Chinese, this is the Japanese. Looks nicer and better to the eye, the Japanese, because has that characteristic that has the old-fashioned way the construction of the denim. But in terms of construction, in terms of cotton, the quality is really, really good. Having these jeans for a year already being used, I have no issues whatsoever. No loose threads, no undone any stitching, don't lose any rivet. The buttons holds really well. I don't know. I can't say anything about these jeans. Now, for who are these jeans? This costs 240 pounds. And these, they have the press shrunk version, the 1947, this 1947 new, I never used it, and I paid 3 years ago 200 pounds. 3 years ago, and still I haven't used these jeans. These are press shrunk, and this was 36, 34. And then you see still I can cuff this, and not gonna be any shrinkage in these jeans. These are really good, but let's be honest. If you are for who are these jeans? Let's be honest. If you're looking for a pair of Selvedge denim affordable and with the original construction, Levi'S, Selvedge Levi'S is a premium line that are producing more and more. That's why I say Levi'S strike back. Really, they are realized that the people are looking more for Selvedge, 100% cotton, no synthetics, and more or less good quality. And the Chinese are able to offer the quality that we are looking for without pay a fortune. Of course, we can compare this with Samurai or Ironheart because they are different league, that they produce mostly heavy denim. which the characteristics are fantastic, because not only in the type of cotton they use shuttle looms, you know, the weight of the denim itself make difference. It make a completely different jeans, more reliable, more stiff, with different drape that looks really pleasant to the eye. But anyway, if you're looking for a normal denim with Selvedge, I think this is above any choice. I think are the original cut, 501s, Selvedge with 120 now. If the other option that's going to the big brands is Lee offer Lee 101, but the price is quite stiff. And the price will run from $200 to $300. Are very expensive compared, and of course they are 13.7 ounce. Construction wise is really good. Some are there made in Italy, but I think this is unbeatable. And my question is, which one do you pick? You go for this more affordable 501s made of Chinese Selvedge and made in China, or you go still for the Japanese or other American brands? See you in the next. Bye.